Hey everyone, Lucas 2004 Micah, and today we are doing another return to game after a certain certain amount of years here. Right here is Sonic Colors Ultimate. Back when it was, I think when I was like, I want to say 13. We made like I think three Sonic Colors videos way back when. It is and still is my favorite 3D Sonic game. And Sonic Colors Ultimate just when Sonic Colors Ultimate first came out, I was so hyped. I was like super duper hyped because this was my favorite 3D Sonic game. And then they made Sonic Colors Ultimate. I was like, this was made for me. It isn't a sequel. It's just a better version of Sonic Colors. So I decided to record it because it was my favorite 3D Sonic game. In case you forgot. So let's begin. New game. Hit rings will tell you, I don't want it on. I already know how to play the game. I played this game already, so we're gonna turn it off and keep going. What? I don't mean to say this in front of everyone who's watching, but I wanted to finish before you actually started. Too bad you're too slow. The whole reason I asked you is because I wanted to do this without being interrupted. Sorry, because I knew you were gonna come in. You could have at least, waited and taken that with you because you knew you were supposed to do that. Yeah, but it just slipped my mind. All right, we're gonna do this after stream. Okay. Anyways, this is Sonic Colors. This was always my favorite Sonic game, and it still is to this day. I don't know why. Something about the space theme of this game just piqued my interest. Okay, so I need to get used to the controls because I've forgotten. Okay, so that's the slide. A is to boost. Okay, that's new. That's new. I don't remember that at all. Okay, so B is the jump, Y is the slide, A is the dash. A to boost is like so odd to me nowadays. Can we use Y to boost? No, Y is a slide. It feels so weird that Y is a slide and A is a dash. It's so odd. Because I feel like I don't exactly remember, but I think on the Wii you use B to dash, which is so odd to me. Also, those, if you haven't played Sonic Colors before, I'll explain real quick what we just passed by. Those are like, I think, space medals, or I don't even remember what they're called. I don't even remember what they're called. But those are called those medals, and that's how you get like weird effects on your character, like cool effects. You are able to. Okay, I just got outstanding. I didn't get amazing, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Anyways, as I was saying, we those are like medals on how you get like cool effects on your character. Because you can get effects like when you boost, like there's a fire effect, I think, and you can even get like different trails and different shoes. It's a cool upstanding from yeah, amazing. There we go. It's a cool upstanding from the original Sonic Colors. I heavily enjoy this game. Again, it's my favorite 3D Sonic game. And you guys were like, didn't you say your favorite 3D Mario game was like Mario Galaxy? And I was thinking to myself, if I played my second favorite, which is Odyssey, then why not play Mario Galaxy? Since I'm playing my favorite 3D Sonic game, why not just play my favorite 3D Mario game? I don't have access to Mario Galaxy. I have my what's it called? I have my favorite I have my Wii and I know where Mario Galaxy is, but I've lost the cord to the Wii to power it and play it. I'm pretty sure we're missing something here. Because we're going on to Act 2, and no cutscene has played. I'm pretty sure there's a cutscene that's supposed to be before we go on to this act. Unless I'm accidentally skipping it. I don't know. We'll get there. I pressed new game. I figured we're supposed to be having a cutscene in like a while, but we just haven't. I usually forget you can double jump in this game. Because in some Sonic games, you can double jump, and in others, you just can't. It does weird me out. We'll probably do like two worlds per stream. Like we'll do like two bosses per stream since there are 6 worlds. And the final boss won't be dedicated to its own stream. The final boss was like hard for me at first. I remember when I first played this boss on the Wii, like the final boss. It was hard, but I guess it's every boss. Every boss is hard once you first play it, and then it gets easier as time goes on. Ah, my gosh, I should have not fallen for that. I should have really knew that was coming. Okay, some of this stuff is unlocked. I feel like there's something I'm missing here since those are locked. I do want this red coin though. If you know, you know. You get all red coins. You basically okay. We're already like over halfway through the level because of that red coin. That was on purpose. I meant to slide there. Apparently, there's something we're missing here. I don't exactly know what it is yet, but we're missing something here. Okay, so the two acts were just there. I feel like we missed something there, but here we are now. Now you can't hear. I tried to get the audio to work so you guys could hear this cutscene. Maybe you can hear it. I honestly don't know. I don't know. But as far as I remember, I don't think you can hear the game sound. So I don't think you can. I'm trying to learn. That was on. I don't think you can hear the game sound, and I can't hear it either. So we're both in the same ride. Just like if you've played Sonic Colors before, you can like envision it in your head of what they're saying at a certain point. Also, I gotta say this: every mostly every character in Sonic games is better than Sonic. I like Tails more than Sonic. I like Knuckles more than Sonic. I like Shadow more than Sonic. The only character that goes below Sonic in a rating in a tier list I would make probably, if you guys want to see a tier list, just let me know, is Eggman, which is the villain. So honestly that's kind of just sad. I feel like nearly every character in the Sonic franchise is better than Sonic. Like a lot of characters. You may say Sonic is better than Tails, because everyone has different opinions, right? But I want you to keep in mind, out of the amount of time Sonic has been close to being captured and or beaten, Tails has taken the fall every time. In this game, which we will get to eventually, when Eggman tries to mind control Sonic, Tails takes the hit of being mind controlled by Eggman before Sonic gets hit. He pushes Sonic out of the way and takes the hit. And in Sonic Lost World, Sonic is about to get captured by a animal capsule that Eggman's been dropping off his ship, and it was a trap. Again, Tails takes the hit again and saves Sonic. So I want you to don't tell me Tails, my boy Tails, is not helpful. He's the one who keeps saving Sonic. He's the reason Sonic is still alive and kicking today. If it wasn't for Tails, Sonic would have already been captured. So like, keep in mind that Tails is the reason Sonic is still around. He saves Sonic multiple times. We're skipping this because the rest of it isn't very good. I remember I save them, well, Sonic saves them, and then they go inside Sonic and he starts blasting around the place. I gotta say, I hate Orbot and Cubot though. Okay, but now we have access to wisps. Also, Tropical Resort is like a place I want to live. If I was to live in one place, I mean, look at the cars, look at the places. This place looks awesome. I would love to live in a place like this. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? You know what? We still hit it. We still got it. I'm pretty sure you can use the right bumper and left bumper to sidestep, but I'm not gonna. Okay, R is how you activate wisps. Then why can't I do that to boost? Why can't I use the R button to boost? And I have to use the A button instead. Like that makes no sense. I'd rather use the R button to boost or the ZR button, but no, apparently not. Okay. Ugh. Oh, okay, I missed that blind wire, but that's fine. Okay. This. We're gonna blast through these guys. I feel like I could have saved that, but I didn't. Actually, I think I was supposed to use it. I'm gonna assume some of these are still like not usable because we haven't gotten that far yet. But hey, here we go. All right. Also, in case you guys are wondering, my favorite Wisp in the 3DS version of this game, Burst was taken out. He reappears in Sonic Forces for the Burst respawn, but they cut him, and in this version of the game, he's still cut. Do I know why? I have no idea. I've always wanted to try the Burst Wisp, but I don't have the 3DS version of the game. I have the Wii version, so he's cut in both versions of the game I have. Still don't know why he was cut. I don't know. He was replaced with Spikes, which is the purple. So I don't know why. I'm honestly confused and generally not aware of any idea why. I do wonder why Burst was cut, but I do want to try the Burst Wisp at some point because I feel like that would be great in order for me to. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to wall jump. I don't even know how I did that. I think that's a wall jump wall I could actually jump on. Also, I gotta say, in the newer version of this game, uh, the final boss actually looks like the final boss because in the older version of the game, it didn't look like that. It looked like the eyes on Eggman's final boss was looked so unseeable, and with it looking unseeable, it made me feel so off because the final boss eyes weren't even seeable. You could barely even see them. The final boss eyes were so unseeable in the first version of this game. It's better now because the final boss scary eyes are actually seeable in this game, but not anymore. They're actually seeable. Actually looks like a formidable boss. I do like the design of the final boss. It's very good. And the laser wisp spawn is the only wisp that got saved, I think. Oh no, they spread across other planets because we're gonna find them. I think that's what happened. Yeah, so yeah, these sun metals, I don't even know what they're called. I'm gonna call them sun metals. I think I'm starting thinking of Sonic Unleashed though. These metals help you unlock cosmetics for your character. I really do enjoy them. We might try to get one later. But again, I think we're gonna go with we do two bosses every stream. Because if you tuned in when I did Mario Odyssey, that I did 3 streams on, testing my skills after 9 years. So we're gonna do what we did with that because that stream lasted 9 years. So we're gonna do the thing where we do this for 3 streams as well. Two bosses, which would mean two bosses each stream. So that's what we're gonna go with because I feel like that's at least formidable. I don't know how many hours it will take to do a single boss. I don't know why, but to you guys, did that level seem too short? That seems like a really short level. Like I feel like it was supposed to be a bit longer. Okay, every time we get done, I'm gonna try to grab a life because I want to grab the life because I feel like this is better in my bids. That level seemed a bit too short. Tails such a brainiac. I love Tails.